Hey guys, what's up? It's Brian from Motion Starfish, and welcome to Small Screen Review, where I talk about stuff that you see on the, small screen. The Bad Batch. This is the first episode of the last season of Clone Wars, and to be honest, while I was hopeful it was going to be good, I was a little bit worried because, it's Disney, obviously, and Star Wars: The Clone Wars is one of the best, if not the best, Star Wars media around. So I'm gonna start with a spoiler-free, just plot synopsis. During the battle for Anaxis, the Republic is losing, and at this time, Anakin and Mace Windu are both part of the war effort. And the droids seem to be learning how the clones attack them and actually countering them more and more efficiently every single time. So clones' attacks are becoming less and less effective. Rex realizes that they have access to his old playbook. Him and Cody plan to take a small squad to go and destroy that algorithm that they're probably using. So him and Rex decide to take a small squad to go destroy the algorithm that they're using to slow them down. And the Bad Batch is called in to assist. So that's my spoiler-free part. If you haven't seen the episode, then you should probably go watch it. Go watch it, come back, and hear me out. So, first of all, the episode starts with the opening quotes, and they say, "Embrace others for their differences, for that makes you whole." And that's very much, it's kind of common sense, but I love how it's almost like a fortune cookie when you see the opening quote of each Star Wars episode. And I always loved that. When I was a kid, I was confused as to why the movies didn't have someone reading the narration, and then I realized that it was something that only the Clone Wars did. Next, I want to talk about Rex and Cody, who have been in the Clone Wars since, the show began. Cody was actually from canon. He was in the movies. He's the one that turns against Obi-Wan once Order 66 is brought to fruition. As for Rex, they introduced him originally on the show, but he became a fan favorite, and honestly, he was my favorite clone. So, seeing him become part of the canon by, basically, they retconned this one guy that was in Return of the Jedi and said, "That's Rex for you." And that's great because, honestly, Rex is one of my favorites, and he deserves to be canonized. Also, quick note, I really like how Anakin's force abilities seem to be, stepping up, because weirdly enough, when Rex and Cody tell Mace Windu about their plan to go and infiltrate the enemy base to try and destroy the algorithm, Mace Windu just agrees quickly, but Anakin seems to sense that Rex is hiding something, and that's something being revealed, his idea that Echo might actually be alive somehow. And Echo, if you don't know, was a clone trooper, part of the Domino Squad, who died during the Escape from the Citadel arc, where Anakin and Obi-Wan had to rescue Tarkin, who wasn't a Grand Moff at the time. I think he was an admiral, and another Jedi whose name I can't remember at all right now. But they had to go rescue them because they had important codes. And during that episode, Echo was running towards the ship, and the enemies blew the ship up with Echo right in front of it, and it seemed like he died. Rex, though, for whatever reason, thinks that Echo might actually be alive somehow because the strategies that the enemies are using were old strategies that him and Echo came up with together way back when. This ends up being revealed at the end of the episode as true. Echo somehow is alive. We still don't know how, so it's going to be interesting to see how exactly that plays out, and I'm interested in seeing how they bring him back, because I'll be honest, the way his death was actually, it was well done, and I mean, you've seen him since he was a cadet, so seeing him pass away did suck, but they're bringing him back. I just hope that it's earned, basically. But yeah, overall, the animation, I mean, just, it looked great, this is much, but it looked better than Rebels. I know everyone hates Rebels. I wasn't really a huge fan of it. I think I watched the first and second season, but it didn't really hold me because, I mean, truth be told, the only reason I watched it was whenever it was something that related to the Clone Wars, and not really for the original story of Rebels. But again, I don't really hate it like some people do. Regardless, though, I thought the animation still holds up. And in fact, it looked just a little bit different than the original back when it was on Cartoon Network. It looks less CGI-ish and more like animated, cartoonish, which is cool. I mean, I still love the way it looks, but yeah, I just noticed that it was just a little bit different. And like in certain scenes, you could like see the difference more than other scenes. Also, Anakin's appearance. I mean, I saw the trailers, and yeah, he looks like Anakin from Revenge of the Sith. So his whole suit, his attire, he looked like he was straight out of Revenge of the Sith, and his hair was as long as it was in Episode 3 and everything. So I'm just excited to see the show connect to Episode 3, because without the Clone Wars TV show, Episode 2 and 3 would be a lot different, because the show basically made episodes 2 and 3 matter a lot more. I know everyone loves to shit on the prequels, but I mean, episode 2, yeah, I get that completely. Episode 3, though, I feel like is a lot better, in my opinion. And then just watching the Clone Wars TV shows really makes the episode 3 much more sadder, just because you know that Anakin's gonna turn evil, and you see all the good that he's done as a Jedi Knight, and you see him and Obi-Wan actually become brothers, just like Alec McGuinness back in A New Hope said that they were friends and everything. Yeah, I'm super excited that they're gonna end it overlapping into Revenge of the Sith. Next, the droids. As usual, the droids are being droids. You know how they are. They're funny and they're stupid, and they're always enjoyable to watch. I don't know why, they just are. Especially when they're interacting with the clones, because they're confused all the time. So yeah, overall though, the action though was really great between the droids and the clone troopers. However, I will say, what I thought was weird was how useless Commander Cody was in this episode. I mean, he was supposed to be leading the entire mission, and then right when they crash, they like knock him out, and essentially he does nothing for the rest of the episode other than be hurt, which is fine because they let my boy Captain Rex take over, and I was happy with that, especially seeing him working with the Bad Batch. The episode ends with Echo revealed to be alive in Skako Minor, and it looks like the next episode is rescuing Echo from the clutches of the Separatists. Now, I want to talk about just the Bad Batch in general, because I have some stuff I want to say. So, I mean, I like the Bad Batch. They're essentially your typical type of soldiers when you play like a video game. You've got your assault, your heavy, your sniper, you got your mechanic, and they're said to be a group of clones with advantageous mutations, which is actually cool to see, because typically when you hear about like deformed clones, the first clone that you think of is 99. So yeah, so they're a group of clones with they're basically they have genetic mutations, which is actually advantageous in battle, and so it comes to the Bad Batch because they weren't born like your typical clone trooper. Their clone squadron name is 99, named after Clone 99, who had one of the saddest story arcs in all of Star Wars. He died during the Separatist invasion of Kamino, and in fact, he helped Domino Squadron pass their exam to become full clone troopers. They're called Clone Squadron 99 because they're named after Clone 99, who was also a deformed clone. However, he didn't have an advantageous mutation, and because of that, he was unfit to go into battle. And so he spent his life working as a janitor on the cloning base. He actually helped Domino Squad pass their exams by inspiring them and helping them come together to work together and pass their exam. However, later on in the show, he ended up dying during the Separatist invasion of Kamino, and he proved during the invasion that he was a soldier through and through. Tom of the squad, they cared for him like he was one of their own. He was an honorary member of their squad. So just I really love how they called back to 99 by calling the Bad Batch the Clone Squadron 99, and how they call themselves the Bad Batch because they are also deformed like 99, except instead of being unfit for battle, they have advantages that 99 didn't have. So that was pretty cool how they paid homage to him. Yeah. Also, I think the Bad Batch, like their outfits, their armor looks really cool. I mean, especially I'd say Wrecker's is probably my favorite outfit just because it looks like nice and bulky and like I don't know, he just looks really cool. But what was weird to me though was how they like barely look like Jango Fett. They're supposed to all be clones, but they like barely even look like the person they're cloned from, which was a little weird. And also, like I get they're supposed to be like really like I get they're supposed to be the advanced troopers and some of the best troopers all around. But I mean, they're kind of OP. Like, what the fuck? Wrecker literally lifted a ship up to get Cody out of the ship's debris when they crashed. And when they get into battle and you watch them fight, it's insane how good they are. But, like, I mean, I get they're supposed to be good, but I don't know. I just kind of feel like they're way too good. But, I mean, overall, I still really enjoyed the episode. It was really cool. Um, honestly, I'd give it a 9 out of 10. I mean, the episode was good. Great delivery. The action is great. Love the look of the entire episode. So, yeah. I mean, yeah, it was a solid episode, which is very your standard for Clone Wars. The only reason I'm giving it a 9 out of 10 is because there wasn't that much with the Jedi. On the one hand, I know the show is called The Clone Wars, so obviously they're gonna feature a lot of clones, and honestly, some of the best episodes revolve around the clones. But since this is the first episode back since their 6-year hiatus due to cancellation, I just thought starting with the clones is kind of a risky move, especially because the trailer showed Ahsoka and Anakin, and everyone was really hyped to see them come back. So starting the new season with your clone troopers was a little risky. However, I am glad they decided to use Rex and Cody, who are the most popular of the clone troopers. But yeah, overall, I'm excited where the season's gonna go, and I think this is gonna be a great season. Maybe even the best season of Clone Wars. That concludes my review of Episode 1, The Bad Batch for Star Wars The Clone Wars Season 7. As you can probably tell, I'm very new to this, and this is just the first episode, and I hope that as the show airs weekly, I can make a new review of each episode as the episodes come out, hopefully earlier, closer to when they first air. And so yeah, stay tuned for more. I know this is a different layout than what we usually do. This is just me this time and no Zach around. I'm more of a TV kind of guy because I watch lots of shows. So in the future, I hope to do more reviews of not just shows that are currently airing, but shows that have already ended. Just maybe do like a retrospective over TV shows that I like. For now, though, I'm hoping I can make this a weekly series. Where I just talk about Star Wars. I say my thoughts, what I liked, what I maybe didn't like as much. That kind of stuff. It's very much a solo episode for me. So yeah, I hope to make weekly episodes, hopefully, as episodes come out. Hopefully I can release them sooner to when the episodes first come out, so that way you guys can hear them. I know this is different to the usual layout that we do. We'll still, of course, be doing the actual Film Stock Radio. That'll be a weekly series. Hopefully I can make this a weekly series as well. Obviously that'll be a solo thing, but yeah, we're planning on doing not only stuff for the both of us together, but also do our own content outside of just the Film Stock Radio. I've got my small screen review. I know Zach is getting some gaming stuff up and coming, and yeah, just stay tuned, guys, because we're gonna have a lot more. So yeah, follow us on Instagram at SM Starfish and on Twitter at SM Starfish Media. Of course, follow our YouTube as well, because that's where the gaming stuff is going to be going. The audio for my small screen review is also going to go up onto the YouTube channel. But yeah, the gaming stuff is going to be explicitly on the YouTube channel. So yeah, we'll see you soon. Brian out.